Hello, the game has started. It's me to go first. I have an awful rack. Is it bad enough to change? Just say hello to my opponent. Yes, I think I will exchange. I'll keep a T and I'll dump the rest. Not a great pickup, but certainly better than before. The U and V don't go well together. I can play Vly to get rid of the undesirable tiles, or the unbingo-y tiles. Bongs, okay, opponent plays. I'm thinking of Vly here. Yeah, I think Vly looks okay. Not a bad rack leave, as long as I don't draw another U. I don't draw another U, which is good. But do I have a bingo? Opponent plays Eve. I'm not seeing a 7. But it does look very close. These tiles look familiar as far as sets of 7 go. Oh, what about Humates? I think that might be good. Yes, something to do with soil, I think. I draw a pretty balanced rack here. Wondering if there is another 7 in this set. I have the epi prefix. I have painture through an N. No N available. Opponent's played foe there. Does the V assist? And what about an IEST ending word? Raupiest, poorest, no. Purities, not quite. Pasteurize, no. Not seeing a, what about the G? No, not seeing it, so I'll be looking to play off U and P, maybe I as well. What about a play through the M? What about Puri here? 25. I might go with this. Not a good pickup at all. I have a WU combo, which is terrible at the best of times, but when swamped with additional vowels, it does make the rack quite hard to work with. I have a Weto, which would get rid of 3 vowels, albeit leaving AU, which isn't a great leave. AUA, well, gives back easy score to opponent. 12 scores next to nothing. ISO takes an S. Major, pretty good score. I have OR here. 24, I'll go with this. Okay, I have a fairly balanced rack here. I have the PH synergy and the out component of a word. Opponent's parallel play scores well, 30 points. Now there are words beginning RED. So I'll need to bear that in mind going forward. What about HUP? Yeah, 26 looks okay. WM, not great together, but I think Madwort might be good. Madwort. That would score well if it is. Opponent's taken my spot, although I wasn't sure of it. Well, let's just have a look. Purit is obviously not good, but yeah, Madwort is good, otherwise it would have shown as an illegal word. That's a shame it didn't get to be played. Now I have the worm component of a word as well, I've noticed here. Tapeworm, but not dateworm or tadeworm. What about this T? No, not seeing it. No front hooks for fly. Alright, I guess pow, maybe. Rest of the rack combines well with the E and the I. Not a good pickup though. That's a shame. Could have done with maybe just one vowel. Just looking at this E here and the I. Mind cart. No, not seeing anything. So how best to score? I can't even take advantage of the parallel play because I only have one vowel. That's a shame. And that's a 42-point play, so I'm well behind. What about mark for 22? Okay, that's looking a little bit better. I have EX prefix. Expanded. Dextran is good. Dextran, which takes an S. No R's, no S's. That's a shame. Tax component of a word. Anti-leak, opponent bingos again. Dextran. Thanks is not a verb, so you can't have thanksed. What about the blank as an O? Ox. Dextrain isn't good, it's sextrain. I don't know, I think just maybe axe here. 38. Defiant. Infitted. No. Fainted. Infitted. I don't think that. Don't know what I was thinking there. Unfitted. Unfitted, of course. Just a few points behind now, but an awful rack. So opponent should have the upper hand here. I have cheese and us for about 33. What a rack though. Mui. He's taken out my spot. I'm going to go with this. Wow, look at that. Equators through the right floater. What about this E? Equi. Or maybe not even a bingo, just a high scoring Q play. Opponents played fast to put me under pressure. Good move. I've got cat and T at the top here. But is there a bingo? Equators. A quaestor. There's just no place to play a bingo, so there's no point. I'm going with cat here for 30, and then hopefully an outplay. I don't think opponent can go out with Derns. I have Soar there. I've got 1 minute. Foes and Soar. 13. That should do it. Yeah, that'll win. And the final score, 425 to me, 418 to opponent. Thank him for the game. That was a close one. Let's see what we missed. And I'm sure I missed a few there. Tuft for 14. Yeah, probably better than changing. But only marginally. Look at the equity score. Vog for 14. Opponent goes with bongs. Now I've got Lavi or Vly. Similar equity. I like Vly. Getting rid of the keeping the E, because the E does go well with STU. Now Evo, Eve, yeah, that seems fine. Humates in 2 positions, 11F best. Foe for 21. Yeah. Now Stumpier, not a bingo, but through the S and the M, getting the P doubled. Nice play. I just went for, what did I, there were some good ones. Impute and impure. I should really have spotted those. 31.74 equity. Yeah, extra 12 points, so that was a miss. Major for 45, good score. which opponent wouldn't have had if I played impute. He probably would have had another decent play anyway. Or for 24, Awato for 25, yep, similar. And then Ged for 30 was opponents. Hup for 26 looks fine. Hapu slightly better at 7C. Oh, making Abai, but then creating a hot, easy scoring spot for opponent. Actually, the J had been played, so UN, not a lot goes, well, F and B, so, and M. So that could have been an easy score. So Hub also gave back. Entities took away my Mad Warts. That would have been a 100-point play as well. Oh, but look at this. Ward Moat and Dame Wart. I do know Dame Wart, but a bit tricky to spot. I was looking at Wart words too. Mad Wart and Dame Wart. But Ward Moat, 98. That's huge. Okay, so that was a miss. And then Vizard for 42, big score for opponent. Then Mark for 22, or Manned. Yeah, Manned probably a little bit better, getting rid of an N rather than the R, because 3 N's to come in only 2 R's, and R's are slightly better than N's, I think, in terms of flexibility. Now, Anti-Leak for 78, nice bingo by opponent through the N. And then Dextrin. Why didn't I spot? I spotted the word, but where was M4 Dextran? Purin. Wow. Purin, yeah. Now that I mention it, it does sound familiar. Dextrin, okay, that was a miss. I went with Axe, and just want to see what the equity difference was. It's actually quite close when you look at the rack leave. Even though the score's so much less, the equities are quite similar. Interesting. Opponent's got some duplicates to sort out here. He goes with Illicit, and then Unfitted. Driftnet was the other 4-timer. And look at this. Tiffened. Stiffened. Tiffined. Tiffined. Wonder if that's got to do with Tiffilin. Tiffened. Probably not. Definite was the other bingo, but not a 4-timer. So Unfitted came down, and then opponent's got a bit of a tricky one there. Goes with Gran. Now it's end game stage. Mui is what I went with. It was the top score. I did identify 2 Q spots, which couldn't both be blocked. Well, technically they could have, but and then there was the 3rd Q spot here, so I wasn't going to swallow the Q, and I thought tile turnover, rather just play 3 tiles rather than just the Q, because there was a blank to come and an S. So tile turnover is good when there are desirable tiles left in the pool. So Mui comes down, and then Nobly or Lob for 31, slightly more. But I think opponent was looking to go out in 2 perhaps. So he tries to play a longer word. And then I've got cats for 41 from this position at 1J. Oh, I could have played the S off, getting an extra. Yeah, that would have been worth doing, I think. I'm surprised I didn't put the S on the end. I just played cat, and I thought the S would be useful at the end, but not a particularly S-friendly board. So cat comes down. And then no outplay for opponent. This was the key move. If he goes out, he wins. No outplay. But look at this. Sud for 25. 4J. SUD making teed. And Sud. That puts him on 421. That's interesting. And 4 on countback, so say 417. I've got to score 15 to draw. I think, yeah, Saw. I think, what was Saw in the end? Oh wow, Sacco was huge, 26. But Saw was 13. Wow, that might have been interesting because I was under time pressure. Secco, 4L. Ah, look at that. That, or Sago, or even Rigo, or Rios. Ah, no, not Rigo, Rios, yeah. So, yeah, I should really have been looking around that spot for maximum score. That's why it's important to keep an eye on your time and manage it, because you can get flustered at the end and just... But I did identify that Saw was a winning play. So that was the end of the game. Definitely a few misses that game, but that's how it goes with Scrabble. There often are misses and suboptimal plays. I hope you enjoyed watching that game, and I will see you next time.